Good morning, everybody. When it comes to cartoon movies, I'm not the biggest fan of them. I really don't watch them. Now, I know a lot of people actually do. A lot of people like Despicable Me. My wife actually saw the first one, and you know what? She's always trying to get me to watch like Happy Feet. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. She likes cartoon movies.
In some ways, yeah.
Yeah,
I like anime too.
Yeah, like she tried to get me to watch anime with her, and it's just not my thing. I cannot get into cartoon movies. I remember when I was in the Navy, some friends actually wanted me to go and see Monsters, Inc. And I actually went and saw it. I was bored out of my mind. I'm just not into it for some reason. That's just me. So me and my wife kind of contrast. She likes cartoon movies, whereas I really do not. But Despicable Me, haven't seen it, don't know the characters. You actually really like it, right?
I like the first one. I only saw the first one anyway.
Okay. Well, when it comes to though China, and not just cartoon movies, the Hollywood studios, they don't have control over what actually is seen in China, because the Chinese Communist Party, being the authoritarians that they are, if they want something changed, Hollywood has to comply, or else the movie will not be shown. And when it comes to like LGBT content, for example, here in the United States, if we don't want to see it, we're called bigots. But when it comes to China is actually allowed to edit that stuff out. Hollywood never criticizes China.
Yeah, Disney wants China's money.
Yeah, they want the money. I mean, there's 1 billion Chinese people. More money, even though over there, you know, China actually keeps more of the box office receipts than what they do over here. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that like the CCP keeps something like 70%.
It seems like Disney is going where the money goes, you know?
Yeah. Even though this isn't a Disney product, but Disney has a bad habit of doing this. This is actually Universal Pictures here.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, it says, though, China censors change Minions movie to show the authorities win. Now, of course, China is run by authoritarians. And there's a post-credit scene in this movie, Minions, The Rise of Gru. So let's read a little bit of this. The ending of the new Minions, The Rise of Gru film has been changed in China so that the villain Gru becomes a good guy and his mentor, Wild Knuckles, gets arrested because the police are not easily tricked. In the version of the film, the Communist Party in China want its mainland audiences to see. Minions: The Rise of Gru was released in China on Friday, but viewers in the communist country are seeing a different ending play out, as a series of subtitled post-credit scenes explain that Gru eventually became one of the good guys who was dedicated to raising his family, according to a report by Daily Mail. Moreover, the Chinese version of the film also shows that the authorities are not as easily tricked, and Gru's mentor, Wild Knuckles, gets caught and locked up for 20 years for his crimes. Additionally, he becomes a reformed man in jail. I'm starting to get like a Uyghur concentration camp kind of feel from this. You know, reforming, you know, bow to the wills of the CCP kind of thing. This is not surprising here. But it says these events are in stark contrast to what moviegoers in the West are seeing. In the version of the film that is not airing in communist China, viewers are showed how both Gru and Wild Knuckles trick the police. Gru is able to overcome his rivals, and Wild Knuckles evades capture by faking his own death. Minions: The Rise of Gru is a prequel to Despicable Me, in which Gru does eventually become a better person, but this transition does not happen in the original version of the prequel film. This is not the first time an ending of A Western film has changed in China. Earlier this year, it was reported that Communist China censored the ending of the 1999 movie Fight Club so that the government authorities win. I didn't know that. Now, I've only seen Fight Club a few times. Have you actually seen it?
Yeah, but I don't remember that much.
Yeah, I think I've only seen it really like one time. I know a lot of people like it. I think it's a decent movie, but what do you make of this being a fan of the original movie to where now the authoritarians end up winning in the end in a post-credit scene?
It just seems like, I don't know, they like making a political statement in a way.
Yeah, it's political propaganda.
Yeah, it's like saying that, you know,
You have to bend the
at
wheel
the
to
end,
China
yeah,
or else.
or else, and that like at the end, like the authority wins or something like
Yeah.
that.
You know, in Nazi Germany, when the Nazis actually took over, they ended up taking over the film and television industry, and they actually started making a bunch of propaganda films to actually show the might and will of Nazi Germany. So this isn't a propaganda film because considering it's a Western film, but still, the communist Chinese are actually molding it to fit their own narrative that, hey, we, the government, are the final authority. You must bend our will. Same with Nazi Germany. When you're talking about Nazi Germany and communist China, a lot of similarities.
Oh, China has a lot of concentration camp. They call it
So-
re-education.
Yeah, so did Nazi Germany.
Yeah.
They called it re-education not champs, but camps. And they're actually over there sterilizing the Uyghurs. The Nazi Germans did the same thing. They did sterilization too. There isn't much of a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, but people don't really want to talk about that. Like Mao killed like double the amount of people than Hitler. And he killed his own people.
Yeah.
So think about that. But getting a little bit off track there with that. But this film right here is not surprising. I wonder what Universal actually has to say about this. And I wonder how it actually went down. Did they end up shooting this scene after the fact, after the CCP actually viewed it? Because they view everything. So I'm wondering if they actually made that change after the fact. They probably did. Because this is the way that the authorities in China operate. They operate like that all the time. And I believe it needs to stop because these studios don't have creative freedom when it comes to China. And they remain silent. Why don't they just fight back the way they fight us?
Well, if they fight back, they lose money. And
Yeah.
I guess they don't want to lose money.
But it doesn't matter to them over here when we say something about it. Like, for example, let's say they turn Gru into LGBT. We complain about it. They're going to tell us, oh, shut up, you bigots, or whatever. It's only one scene. But if there was one scene in China, China's going to say, all right, we're removing this.
Is it they think that they make more money in China than in the U.S. or what?
Well, they know that they can bully the people over here. But over there in China, it's a one-party authoritarian state.
Yeah,
So-
they apply with the what's it called? Culture appropriation.
Yeah, cultural appropriation, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's ridiculous that they do that, but there's nobody stands up to China. That's the problem. Nobody stands up to them. That's a major, major issue there. That these companies continue is even outside of Hollywood. All these companies keep bending the knee to China. And when you keep doing that, China becomes more powerful and more powerful and more powerful. And it gets to the point where you can never tell them no.
Well, it's because of, money making,
Yeah.
So they pretty much go where the money goes.
Yeah, but Hollywood is always trying to show how virtuous they are. Like, oh, we're for this group of people. We're for this group of people. No, they're not. Like, prime example, when Star Wars The Force Awakens came out, I believe 2014, 2015, Finn, the black stormtrooper, on the American poster, they made him pretty big and they featured him. Everybody was thinking, all right, he's probably going to be a star. He wasn't. But when it came to China, they shrunk him like so small you couldn't even see it because the communist Chinese did not want to see black people.
Well, in China, which is like different from Hong Kong.
Yeah,
Macau.
the mainland China.
Yeah, even though now it's China.
Yeah, the commies are taking over.
It's very sad. Anyway, but in China, where I think I heard, like they have it's an area where where is all the interracial marriage, like Chinese marry, African. They're from Africa, really.
Yeah.
And African from Africa.
Yeah. There's a huge African population out there.
Yes. And like it's an area in China, I don't know where it is. But I read a news before where in China they kind of saying their fear of the African invasion or something like that. I don't know. I don't remember, but there's an area where there's a lot of African and
they're black Africans.
Yeah, interracial couple live there, and some people are afraid or something like that.
Yeah,
which they shouldn't be.
Right, definitely.
I mean, everyone now pretty much the same. I mean, there's regardless of the skin color, there's always bad and good people,
Right.
And there's nothing to be fear about interracial couples or biracial kid or mixed kid,
Yeah. You're right about that.
We are just all human.
I mean, Korea was like that too. They were definitely against interracial, biracial kids. They were discriminated against. So it happens a lot more than people actually think. So
yeah, in the past it's more challenging, but in my generation, and it pretty much died out. I don't know in China, but in Hong Kong and Macau, it's pretty much died out.
Yeah, Hong Kong's definitely different than mainland China. But this is authoritarianism. It needs to stop. It really does need to stop. What they're doing, I mean, this is a movie. Let the artists create their art and put it out the way that they actually see fit. But China, at the end of the day, hey, you listen to us or else. That is the way authoritarians actually do things. But that's pretty much it. That's all I got to say about this. This is not surprising. But when will it actually end? When corporations say enough and stop bending the knee to China all the time. But they keep doing it. Any other final things before we wrap it up here?
Yes, I just have one question. Okay, is I forgot what to say.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
That's going to wrap it up, guys. Yeah, I like these entertainment videos.
I do
I
too.
do too. So, but that's gonna wrap it up, guys. We will catch you on the next video. Let's sign off. Say goodbye to everybody.
Goodbye.
Have a great day, guys.